Look at me. I'm a real YouTuber now. Live streaming. Okay. I'm trying to join myself with my phone. So, bear with me for a minute. Because I want to make sure that it actually works and that things are doing the things that they're supposed to be doing. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? I hope so. I don't know. All right, it's actually working. All right, it's actually... Turn that down so we don't get the feedback loop thing going on. Okay. All right. So, okay, yeah, you can't comment on private videos. Okay, true. Okay, cool. I'm going to put this down here. Okay. Here I am. This is me. Okay, anyways, I just wanted to say hello. Welcome to my first live stream. I'm hoping to make these like a regular monthly occurrence. I don't know when in the month, but sometime in the month. I'm giving myself flexibility. Maybe it'll be on a random Wednesday. I don't know, but yeah, that's my goal for 2025. And yeah, I am streaming from Southern Alberta, Canada. It is currently snowing a little bit outside. It's like minus 15 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I'm sorry. I know, Beth, that you would love to know, but I don't know. Fahrenheit temperatures. Yeah, so I just thought it would be fun to kind of celebrate some of my channel milestones with you guys on this first little practice live thing without anybody commenting because it's just a practice run. So first of all, this week my channel turned 1. I started the channel back in like July of 2022. I needed it for my yoga teacher training. We had to like submit some video to our class with it. And so I started the channel then, but I didn't start posting for the world until last December 30th, 2023. And so here we are over 1 year later, and I'm celebrating that milestone. I've done pretty good this year. There was a little stint in there from like March to June where I didn't post like at all. I was very busy with work and just with life and side work. And so I just didn't have time to post. But I'm hoping that by live streaming, that'll help too, because this is like an easier way to post videos is just to turn it on, get started, say hello to you guys. And whether I do it privately or I am hoping to get up the courage to do it actually publicly and then be able to like get feedback from you guys and do Q&As or something up to that effect. Maybe like a little hobby hour. I would love to do a little hobby hour. I think that'd be so fun to just turn on the live stream and just to have my like journal out or a painting or a puzzle. Oh my gosh, I love puzzles. And, you know, we could just chat while we do a hobby together. Obviously, you wouldn't be doing my hobby. You'd be doing your hobby at your house. But do you know what I mean? Like a little co-working session. I think that would be fun. Okay, I also wanted to celebrate. I have over 150,000 views on my channel, which feels like a really big thing. It took the whole year to get there, and I'm so excited that I hit that. I said in my recent video that my goal for 2025 was to hit 1 million views, which is probably totally unreasonable unless I get some really great videos that go viral. But anyways, we're just going to put it out there. 1 million views. We'll see what happens. For subscriber count, I didn't really put a number out there. I'm hoping to hit 10,000, maybe more. That would be so cool. You know, we are pushing 2,000 now. Like, you guys have blown me away with how much support you've given me this last few weeks, and I'm amazed and like deeply humbled. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry. I got a frog in my throat. I don't have water either. So sorry. Yeah, so I just wanted to say thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch or for having me on while you're cleaning your house. I'm happy to provide motivation and inspiration for you. That is kind of my goal here with this channel. I wanted to be somebody who was uplifting and who was going to be kind of like a little ray of light for people to watch, to see that like you can take action in your life. It doesn't have to be big drastic action, and your home doesn't have to be perfect for you to love it. Okay, because that is how I feel about my home. It's not perfect, but I love it. And thank you for your patience with me. I know that sometimes I can be a little wonky or say wonky things, and sometimes my mouth just says things without me thinking, and it's really funny. I was talking to a coworker the other day about it, and I was like, I have improved a lot at excuse me, at being able to talk and have like a nice continuous conversation with myself on my videos. um, that has improved so much, you guys, because before my brain would just kind of think in little segments, and there'd be a lot of like downtime in between where I'm just like thinking about what to say. So I think I'm doing a lot better at like just coming up with things to say for like at least a minute or two as I do my voiceovers. Because that's how I do my voiceovers. I like hit record on my phone, say my little thing that I want to say, and then I'm done recording, and then I can think about the next part or edit the video as I go is usually what I'm doing. So, but I have improved. I've felt more like, I'm going to say intelligent, even though I can't, it's not like intelligent, but a little bit more just cohesive and on top of it. Like I am happy with how I have evolved throughout the year by filming myself. I was not expecting that. I was also not expecting as much self-love as I had. Not in like I'm so amazing kind of way. Like I'm not like super prideful. I have pride for myself, but it's not like I'm better than anybody else. It's just that like, look how far you've come, Jerry. And I think that's so cool to look back and see throughout the year how I have improved. And yeah, I don't think my early videos were horrible by any means, but I do think that I have improved, and that I just really like where I'm at, and I'm really happy with myself, and I feel super comfortable now filming myself, and that is a huge accomplishment as well. Oh, also just thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your tips about how to clean, because, I just live in my own little bubble. So it's nice when people can give their feedback and be like, hey, try this cleaner because it's amazing. I do actually really enjoy those kind of comments. So thank you so much for that, for your comments, and for also just real life friends and family who have been supportive. I do really appreciate that. So back in the beginning of 2024, end of 2023, I was just feeling like I needed an accountability partner. In 2020, I felt like I just needed to be doing something different with my life. I just felt kind of stuck. I got pregnant with our fourth. We were planning her pregnancy. That wasn't a COVID baby situation. That was something that we planned out. But it was a very hard pregnancy for me. Like I had a lot of prenatal anxiety, and I don't think COVID helped at all with that. The pandemic was insane to have a baby during, and there was a lot of anxiety just around that. But also, I lost my train of thought, but like 2020. So I was kind of searching to do something, to employ myself in some way. Now I do design house plans on the side, so I had that, but I wanted something different than what my day job was, because I felt kind of creatively stuck. And so I just wanted something that was different and something that I could be a little bit more creative about. Like I do have a very creative day job, which I'm appreciative. I get to design things, but I just wanted something that I could do that was like a hobby for me, And YouTube's a very big hobby. It's not a small undertaking, at least not the style that I'm doing. You definitely could just be a hobbyist and just pop out a video whenever you wanted and be cool with that. And that's totally fine too. But I keep saying and I'm so sorry. This is what real live feed is like. Oh boy. Okay, I did want to tell you guys. Okay, so from 2020 to 2023, I was just in this state of overconsumption. I had purchased like a billion online courses and books, and I was trying to do training for different things. At the beginning of 2022, I did a creation coaching program, which is like a coach for your mind, body, and soul kind of thing. And as part of the prerequisite, we were supposed to have this big fitness goal. And my big fitness goal was to get my 200-hour yoga teacher training. So not only did I did the coaching program course, but I also did a yoga teacher training course for half the year as well. And so that year was full of me doing like virtual trainings and watching videos and practicing what I preach a little bit, but not like tons, like they didn't force you to do tons of practice. Anyways, which is kind of a little bit of a beef that I have, that I felt like could have been better for those programs, but they are just what they are. So they were fine. I like them. But I just felt like I wasn't getting anywhere with it. So that was a very busy year. I had all those courses. Before that, I was trying to do like a virtual admin kind of person. I was trying to like do some trainings and get some information about that. And so I downloaded a bunch of crap for all of that kind of stuff. And I was just searching for something else. I just felt like I wasn't whole or complete in a way. Anyways. And then I was suffering this prenatal and postnatal anxiety and depression. And it was something that I'd kind of had a little bit with my third child, but not to the extreme that I had with my fourth. And it went for the full 3 years, honestly, while I was pregnant and then after pregnancy. And that was a lot. It was more than I was expecting, and I felt very isolated, honestly. And so these two courses that I did in 2022 helped me to feel not as isolated, and they kind of broke me free of most of my like depression, I'll say. I still had some anxiety, but not to the extreme. And I'm also not great at reaching out and asking for help. So it's not something that I was seeking medical help for, even though I maybe should have, honestly. If you're in the same kind of situation, don't be afraid to talk to your doctor like I was, because you deserve the help. I don't know why. I think part of it was actually COVID. I kind of felt like, who am I to to ask for help when there's so many people out there in the world who are suffering from the pandemic and other things that the pandemic was affecting because they weren't able to get healthcare as well. And I just kind of felt like I can manage it. It's fine. And I mean, we survived. It's fine. But could our lives have been better if I did seek help? Yes, I think so. So anyways, 2022, I did these two courses. And for me, that was when I started that year, I was kind of like, either I go into therapy or I'm going to try this and do this coaching program. And so I went with the coaching program. I'm a little bit more of like a self-help kind of person anyways. And so therapy to me kind of felt like, I don't know, like just, I don't know if it felt scary or it was definitely more expensive. I'm not really sure what the hang up was, but I was just drawn more to the coaching program. And so as I went throughout the year, I definitely felt more like myself and I felt a lot better. And I think making that big investment on myself, those two courses were like together was like $6,000. So that huge investment on myself that I'd never done before besides college, I think that was huge in helping me to improve my mental well-being and just prioritize myself better than I had been. And also it gave me a little bit of an excuse to be like, I'm kind of like working on this course, so I don't have time to do all this stuff with family stuff. And so I was able to do more of that kind of thing, push off my responsibilities, focus in on myself instead of my responsibilities. I don't know how to say it better, but anyways. Um, so then by the end of 2023, I was just stuck from consuming all this information, but yet not implementing stuff as well as I should have been. And I was starting to feel very drained, very financially and emotionally drained. And I just, I felt a little bit of imposter syndrome because I wasn't like doing the things that I had learned. It was a combination of things. It was like my phase of life, it was my family responsibilities, it's the location that we live. Like I didn't have very many opportunities to teach yoga or to coach, and I also wasn't searching for them because I didn't want more responsibilities in my life. I already had like full-time job and kids and stuff. So even though I wanted to do those things, I couldn't because I was like trying to someone's trying to get into my room. Are they going to go away? I think so. Anyways, I kind of lost myself here, but anyways, all that to say, I did a lot of trainings. And then by the end of 2023, feeling very drained, and I just needed to be building instead of consuming. And so I was like, I really enjoyed the virtual aspect of my courses that I did. And I was, in the back of my mind, I was like, I want to help postpartum women. And I did do a postpartum training in 2023 for doula, postpartum doula training. But it was during that training that the teacher in there was like, you have to realize that you can't go into being a postpartum doula thinking, I'm going to save all these moms kind of thing. It's their experience. You can't change that for them. You can just help and support them. And that was when I started thinking like, oh, I've been thinking like I need to save women. And I was like hungrily consuming information about postpartum and prenatal and all that kind of stuff and thinking like I need to save these moms so they don't have this kind of sad, anxious, lonely postpartum period like I had. And anyways, so she said that, and then I was kind of like, oh, and that kind of stopped me in my tracks from being like I need to consume everything and anything. And so by the end of the year, I was feeling like our home was like full of junk and needed to be decluttered. I needed a lot of work personally because I wasn't doing the things that I had been trained to do. And I just was feeling like an imposter, and I needed to feel more like on top of myself and on top of my game, and like I was actually doing things that were helpful to society. And so I just made some notes so that I wouldn't forget what was happening. Yeah, that was all my notes. So by the time I was wrapping presents last December, not 2024, but 2023, I was feeling like, why am I buying all these presents? I didn't know where we were sitting financially. Our home was chaos. Our life felt kind of chaotic. And I just wanted to get on top of my own stuff before I could feel like I could actually train somebody or coach somebody or whatever it is that I end up doing in the future. If I end up doing anything in the future, I don't even know. So anyways, 2024, I was like, let's do this. And I recorded my first video, and it was my first little series is all about low buy year. And I was like, this will help solve at least over consuming, and it's going to stop me in my tracks from buying courses and books and those kind of things. And it'll help us financially because I was also feeling really really upset that I was like using all of our money for these courses and stuff. And now I do make, like I said, I do house plans on the side. And so that money that I was making is what I was using for courses and stuff. So it was beyond my actual day job work. So it wasn't like I was like taking from our family, but our family could have been further ahead if I didn't buy all those things. So I try not to think in that way though, that like if I didn't, then, kind of like what if, because it is what's happened. It's already happened, and I think that it has benefited me more than if I would have just saved that money, honestly, because I've been alive for 40 years, and one of the best lessons I can teach you is that money comes and money goes, but it hardly ever stays. And we just have to kind of learn to live our life within the means that we have, whether that is, I mean, obviously, we're going to try to budget and save money so that we can be financially secure, but are we going to be billionaires on this earth? Probably not. Most of us probably not. So, like, let's just get to a place where we're comfortable. We don't have to be people who are rich and wealthy. Not everybody has to be rich and wealthy. And it's not one of my goals or desires. I want to pay off our mortgage. I want to help our kids get the education that they want. And then beyond that, I mean, be able to retire, be able to visit grandbabies whenever those end up coming or whatever. I don't need to be rich and wealthy. I don't even like to fly, you guys. I'm so boring. um, so it's not like I'm going to go on any kind of crazy trips or anything like that. So anyways, all this to say, thank you for watching. This is kind of the history of my channel and how it came to be and why I started filming myself. And it all stemmed from needing a little bit of action in my life. And so I started my YouTube channel as an accountability partner. I was like, if I plan to film at least once a week, then I'll at least get something done every week, working towards my goals, whether it's to save money or to help clean or organize the house. And that is kind of where I've come from. And that is where this channel started. And so if you're watching this live replay, I'm pretty sure I'm going to post it. If you're watching it, please comment down below that you watched it, and that if there's anything in there that resonated with you. Also, let me know what the like. I've had my phone out, and it looks like it's all doing well for the recording and everything. But if there's anything kind of wonky, just let me know. And oh, the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is, so I recently got monetized, which is amazing. I really appreciate you guys' views for that, because that money goes to help pay to, like, we're going to pay down our mortgage. That is what I want to do with that extra money, is to pay for those kind of things. So I am saying thank you for that. And also I have ads in my videos now, and that's a whole new world for me that I'm just trying to figure out what works best for you, the viewer. And then also will give me a little bit of payback, because it's not really much, but it's something. And so it makes it better than just not getting paid for anything and spending hours and hours on videos. Like, it takes a long time. And I hope that I provide you guys with value. I hope that each of my videos that I put out helps to inspire you or motivate you or uplift you. And that is kind of my goal here. So I appreciate that. I know some of you guys watch all of the ads, and you are so patient with that. And I'm deeply humbled with that. Thank you so much for that. But you certainly don't have to. So, and I'm just learning how it all works. So if there's anything weird ad related, please let me know. I can control a little bit with it, but not much. Like, there's certain categories that I can turn off for ads. If there's something really weird, please let me know, because I don't want weird ads on my videos. You know what I mean? And also, if they cut in a weird spot, that would be cool if you guys could let me know that too. You don't have to, but I try to watch it and put them in places where that makes sense. And sometimes I talk too much and it's hard to like fit it in. So I try not to cut myself off, but I'm sure it happens. And also, I think YouTube also kind of randomly places them. It doesn't always keep them where I have them. So yeah, I only have so much control. So I'm just trying. I'm learning as I go. And I hope that I'm providing you with value. If I do, please give me a thumbs up. And I will talk to you guys next week. Oh, gosh, wait. I wanted to share with you that my next video will be a closet cleaning video. I cleaned my bedroom closet here, which I'm very excited about. I know you guys were waiting for that one. And so that will be next Friday. So now I can say goodbye. I will talk to you guys later.